Alrighty, Madam Chair, you're alive. The floor is yours.
Thanks, and welcome to the Board of Elections and Registration Board meeting. Today is December 9th, and I would like to call the meeting to order at 5 o'clock p.m. Board members and staff, if you will, please mute your phones if you're not speaking today. And the first order of business is the agenda. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved. Do we have a second?
This is Maurice Hurry. I'll second the motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any nays?
Aye.
Okay. So the agenda has been approved. Next, we'll have citizen comment.
We had no citizens turn in their comments at this time, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Rick. Next is the approval of the minutes from November 10th board meeting. May I have a motion?
This is Maurice Hurry. I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as provided.
Okay.
This is Bob Proctor. I second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? The minutes have been approved. Next, we will go into felon hearings.
Point of clarification, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Because we're meeting in this fashion, if all of the board members can send their approval for the minutes to Ms. Daly electronically, so they can be added to the record, that would be great.
Okay. So with that, what we typically do is we also vote via email. So if you will, please send in your vote via email. And today we have recorded that all board members are in agreement with the minutes. Okay, thank you, Director Kidd. Next, we'll go into felon hearings.
There were 29 letters mailed to felons this month, and none was returned.
Great. Thank you. Any questions from the board? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, Ms. Bowen. Next is office operations report.
Office operations report consists of the following. I was asked to be a part of a working subgroup with the county 2020 redistricting efforts for the proposed county changes to the commission district. This group reviewed the proposed county maps that was supplied to the Douglas County Board of Commissioners at a request of the state of Georgia's reapportionment office and made recommendations. We also previously, the department leased 3 storage units from a local vendor to house elections equipment that did not require the highest level of security, such as our carts, PPE, tables, and other elections related material. We were informed this month that these units would be doubling in price. And we also needed to rent an additional storage unit for other equipment that we are purchasing in anticipation of the 2022 election season. Because of this doubling in price, we began to look at alternatives for this storage space. We've been able to secure a 1,600 foot square warehouse storage unit, and will be transitioning all of the equipment that was previously being housed in the storage units into this rental space starting on tomorrow. Also, after successfully conducting the 2020 municipal election cycle, the office will be having its annual poll worker appreciation luncheon on December the 17th. We are encouraging all board members that are available to please RSVP with the office and plan to attend and help thank the citizens of Douglas County that are serving the county. The state of Georgia has informed the county that they will be producing confirmation mail-out forms for not only our county, but for every county in Georgia. These confirmation notices are for voters who have moved out of county, moved out of state, and moved within the county and have made these changes with the U.S. Postal Service. This process is known as NCOA, National Change of Address Confirmation. The county is responsible for the postage on these confirmation notices. This is the fourth confirmation notice of this year to update voting rolls for Douglas County. The Douglas County portion of these NCOA notices are 2,213 out of county, 1,789 out of state, 1,917 within county moves, for a total of 5,919 confirmation notices that will be sent out to voters in the following weeks. This concludes office operations report at this time.
Okay, do I have any questions from the board? Okay, we don't have any questions for you, Director Kidd. Thank you for that update. Next, we'll go into old business.
Okay. The department participated in the annual City of Douglasville's Christmas Parade on December the 3rd. This was our last community engagement event for the 2020 election cycle. And now Mr. Unvala will give the next update for old business.
I'm sorry, 2021.
2021, yeah, sorry about that. I'm a year behind. Malcolm.
Sure. So I spoke at the October board meeting about this. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I have a brief PowerPoint presentation that I'd like to show you guys. So if you guys can let me know if you're seeing that screen.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Perfect.
Yes.
So since our last board meeting in October, where I presented some of this, we now have a interactable template, or almost like a prototype. So we've gotten a login and everything to see how this database will be able to be interacted with. We're right now pulling the data I've had from various spreadsheets and working with Sunline to populate it so that once it's ready, we can hit the ground running and start integrating this new software into our office operations right away. So I'm working with Sunline to, clear up any confusions with my spreadsheets, and we're determining what equipment will be involved. Some key features that, maybe I didn't talk about last time is, it's a completely searchable database that anybody in the office can use to, if they ever have any questions, they can find their own, what they need. It'll log equipment usage, maintenance, and distribution histories. It allows authorized users to update and add information complete with an audit history. And what I'm most excited about is mobile app integration to assist with the management across our now 3 different locations, as long as it's a certified user. This is just something that's generated. You can go into any item and you can see the whole history immediately. And you can see, particularly when it comes to us sending back equipment, this will be really useful for our own uses to have this kind of history that can go with the equipment. And that's pretty much all I have on that end. So I think I can stop sharing. And unless anybody has anything to add, I think that's all I have.
Hey, thank you so much. The dashboard looks pretty good, and thank you for all your hard work thus far. Any questions from the board?
I have one question. What's your time frame for implementing this fully for going, for the operations of the office?
I don't have a time frame. Like right now, we do have a template. So what we are working on right now, once it's fully ready, I know that we're still working on the mobile app implementation, but once that's ready, we're going to have 90% of our database already imported into that software. So once it's ready, it should be able to be implemented pretty much immediately.
Okay. Is this service that you have, is it a database that's housed in the cloud? Or is it housed on, let's say, a server in your offices? Just kind of curious.
So yeah, we talked about this briefly back in October. It is cloud, but it's all owned by our office. It can be pulled at any moment if for whatever reason. And again, like I said, it's generating data from our own sources. So
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, any additional old business or reports in this area?
This concludes old business at this time.
Okay, and I want to say thank you all for your participation in the Christmas parade. I had fun walking with you all. It was so good to see so many residents out there. So thank you all for inviting us to join you. And next up is new business.
Okay. As far as new business, we have on January the 7th, 2022, the Secretary of State's office will be present in our county offices to perform training for our Department of County employees on the state's new redistricting model. The redistricting model consists of moving voters that were previously assigned to different districts into their new districts. This includes the federal, state, and local lines. At this point, once this process is complete, all of the affected voters for Douglas County will receive a new precinct card. The state has been looking at options to separate these precinct cards from other precinct cards that voters have received. So as of right now, these precinct cards that are associated with redistricting are scheduled to be on pink card stock so that voters are easily able to see that these are the latest updates and changes to their precinct information. This concludes new business at this time.
Okay. Thank you. And I have one question. Do you know or have an idea of what precincts or areas will be affected by the redistricting?
We have an idea, and we have the precincts that will be affected with redistricting. We not only face redistricting here in the county, but we also will have to change some precincts because we will not be able to comply with the number of equipment that now we're mandated to have into precincts. As far as the precinct changes, the county is displaying and having a public hearing for the proposed changes for precincts within the districts at its December 14th meeting. The county has asked to wait to disseminate information until they're able to present all of the changes to the full Board of Commissioners at that meeting, to which they would disseminate and have public hearings for the citizens of Douglas County with proposed changes.
Understood. Thank you. Any questions? Additional questions?
Yes, so, excuse me, I do.
Go right ahead.
The precinct cards that you'll be mailing out, will they go to all registered voters or only to the precincts affected?
The precinct cards with redistricting, because Douglas County is essentially changing complete districts as far as our state and federal lines, that will most likely go out to all voters in Douglas County because there's going to be some type of change to every voter in Douglas County.
And to follow up, who pays for it?
The county is responsible for all mailings of this sort.
Is it in our budget? Is that a line item in the budget?
We have a mailing line item in our budget for the. It's a general mailing line item budget.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
But Is it funded sufficiently? Did you know all this was coming up when you did the budget? That's what
We anticipated, with this year, we anticipated the confirmation notices. We didn't know the exact extent. We have sufficient funding to cover this year, and I believe that we will have sufficient funding in our 2022 budget to cover the affected areas as well.
Okay, and you covered the change of address.
Yes,
You said that was already in the, but you anticipated it already.
we anticipated that one already. We didn't know the exact number of confirmation notices, but we have covered those. Now, they're still in the process of producing those. We anticipate those to go out within the next couple of weeks. So the confirmation notices will go out before the end of the year, but those will come out of our 2021 budget.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you very much.
Great questions. Any additional questions?
Director Kidd, I wanted to just verify, you said at December 14th county commissioner meetings, that's when they'll decide when to have the public hearings for the precincts that are being affected, correct?
That will be the time where the county will be will be displaying the map, the new proposed county maps for the county local offices. The federal and state maps have been sent to the governor's office as well for those lines, and they're waiting for the governor's signature. So our local maps get approved, the state maps get approved, and then all of those come together to make all of the changes. The 14th will be a display of your local commission district maps.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you for that question. Any additional questions? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, Director Kidd. Next, do we have any board member concerns at this time? Okay, hearing none. So our next regular board meeting is Thursday, January 13th. Happy holidays to you and your family. And also to the staff, thank you all for your hard work this year. We're gearing up for the midterm elections, so get your energy ready and all that for next year because it's going to be a big one. So if you don't have anything else, the meeting is adjourned.
Merry
Merry
Christmas and
Christmas,
Happy
everyone.
New Year, everybody.
Yes.